You guys give it up for a very funny man who opened for Shotgun Rebels last Saturday night, featuring our own Rusty.
Yeah, Rusty! Yeah.
You give it up for Jeremy Montez. How are we doing tonight, Penny Taphouse? Awesome, awesome. Well, I've just realized that we had an election recently. Any of y'all go out and vote? Great, great, great. Yeah, that definitely confirms the news story I heard about the complaints of very low voter turnout, especially among minorities and the middle class. I actually came up with a great solution to solve the lack of voter turnout for those two groups, and it involves one gigantic store that has multiple locations. That's Walmart. Now, all of our voters are shoppers at that store, and they can usually be found there. And I think the greeters need something else to do besides fight off senility. So if they can just, hey, welcome to Walmart, you're here to vote? Just go over there. Yeah, and for the one percenters who don't want to be among the riffraff, they can always just go and vote at Sam's Club. And I think they'll be okay with that. I recently heard the news that Oprah is thinking about throwing it in for 2020, throwing her hat into the ring for 2020. I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm excited for one thing. The first gentleman, which would be Stedman Graham. That is the hope for the Oprah campaign. That guy has been politically trained to be the side piece for his entire career. I don't even know what the fuck he does, but being Oprah's husband or boyfriend has been his career. He's made a hell of a run. I'm just worried that him and Gayle King are going to fight over who gets to sleep in the presidential bedroom. And all of a sudden, The Rock's going to come in and challenge Oprah to a debate out of nowhere. Jim Ross like, oh my God, The Rock out of nowhere. Rock bottoms Oprah. I challenge you, jabroni, to a debate on the issues now. You go to the poll and you know your role and you shut your mouth. People need change. So, yeah, the trailer for the apocalypse is looking really awesome at this point. I'm really just hoping that the apocalypse has internet, really good Wi-Fi at some point. Like, those grungy outposts are actually Wi-Fi zones, like old Starbucks, just wandering in. It's like the Book of Eli, but just with a guy that has a laptop instead of a Bible. I miss the old internet though, because it was really nicer. People were a lot nicer. Even the terms on the internet were a lot nicer. Like they would request for your information. They would say, okay, that's fine, and you hit send. Now the internet is just basically allow, accept, and submit. And I'm just wondering when the internet became such a dom. Like, did that happen overnight? Like, I think a lot of people are into that. Like, it's kind of weird. Speaking of some domination stuff, I was watching some porn on the internet. Pornhub, not sponsored by any chance, but I'm just raising up the cleanup hand, the cleanup thumbs up for Pornhub. And they have categories, and I got into the cuckold category. I don't know if you guys are familiar with cuckolding by any chance. It's where a man allows another man, usually a black man, to dominate his wife and just rail her out. And he just watches and gets off on it. Well, I saw what I thought was going to be your normal cuckold porn, and it turned out, it started out like any other regular porn. It was, any other good porn. It started on a couch. casting couch. You know, they did the introductions.
That's funny.
They were doing the introductions, and you know, he was like, "This is my wife." You know, she was a beautiful middle-aged woman, huge, what I'm going to assume are natural breasts. You know, just great tan skin. You know, the whole thing. And you know, it was this average-looking dude. And I was thrown for a loop. I was like, this guy must have a huge dick, and we're about to see it in like 2 minutes. So basically, you know, they start talking. They're doing that interview portion that all porn has to do, that shitty acting, and he's kind of directing her. Like, they just kind of talk about the most mundane things, and all of a sudden I just hear this from the back of the camera. I just tell him about work. Tell him about Karen. She's a fucking cunt. That she left the food in the freezer. It wasn't labeled. And it's just these noises that are originating from the back of the camera. And the guy's just sitting there nodding so nicely. And, you know, they continue and they get a little closer. And I'm thinking this is going great. Like, I mean, I've got my pants off. I'm like half-mast. I'm kind of working it up. I'm like, okay, we're like 5 minutes in. So this is gonna be good. Like, her top's kind of coming off. And, you know, they just keep going on about the day. It's like, tell her what we're gonna do this weekend. Farmer's market. And she starts talking about, you know, selecting locally sourced ingredients and vegetables and shit. And I'm just hard as a rock because I love those things now being in my 30s, and it's just so crazy. And you know, the only person that came was the husband, but it was just a couple of dribbles, and like they all kind of had a good laugh about it. And I edged through the entire thing, and I was still horny, but like not in a sexual way. I just really wanted to respect the shit out of women and listen to them. My name is Jerry Montez. Thank you guys very much.